Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and as today is an American holiday, there are actually no card reveals today, but this gives us an opportunity to catch up on some news I forgot to or just haven't had a chance to bring up of undocumented buffs in Hearthstone. A bunch of cards got changed. It's not a big deal. One of them is significant, but not a big deal, but we'll go over those changes as well as I want to let you guys know how starting this week, you can start earning a ton of free packs. And there's a lot of cool stuff going on, and even something I'm involved in, which is just amazing to think of, like how full circle things have gone, considering I used to be blacklisted and all that. It's pretty crazy what's going on. So we'll talk about all that stuff. And of course, we still have our giveaway going on for 2 regular pre-orders and 1 mega bundle out of my pocket. To enter the giveaway, like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until the rewards track refresh goes live, I'll add another mega bundle, and we're like super close as of recording this to that next 1,000. So yeah, we'll be at 2 mega bundles really soon if you guys keep clicking that button and make me go baroque. So yeah, I'm on eventuality here right now because this card actually got buffed. If you're not aware, this originally wasn't a shadow spell. They added a bunch of like school tribes or minion types. I'll just shout out Imic and I think Vigos. They basically are part of the creator program and been pushing for some of these cards to get updated to be more in line thematically with their Warcraft companions, right? So eventuality is now a shadow spell, so it can be generated by cards that create random shadow spells, or more importantly, can be comboed with the Baroque spell, Ambush Predators. You can play that spell on 2, play this on 3, get 2 1/1s with Stealth and Poisonous, and probably lose the game. But yeah, that's probably the biggest one of the changes, but let's go through all of them. I think that's the only standard one, by the way. So Core Rager, which is an old, terrible wild card, is now an Elemental and Beast. Corporal is now a Draenei, so yeah, look out for Draenei, whatever, honorable kill something in wild. Crystal Lion is now an Elemental and a Beast, so Dude Paladin got an insane buff. The Beast, a card that's been around since day 1, is now an Elemental and a Beast, not just the Beast. So should they change his name too? Imprisoned Celestial is now a beast. I guess it had no tribe before. Ticketmaster hasn't been changed, but the plush bear that it generates is now a beast for insane road synergies, of course. Shield Breaker also now a Draenei, so you can have your Velid basically silence an enemy minion type of deal. That's it's something cool, I guess. And you will all be extremely relieved now that Vectis, not buffed, but its token, Plagued Hatchling, is now an undead and a dragon. So absolutely huge changes. Again, yeah, it's pretty cool. Eventuality is a shadow spell, but nothing groundbreaking there. But I thought I will let you guys know. But the more important thing for sure is this guide, and I will link it down below. I think you guys should keep an eye on this because it's not just going to be tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm not gonna be able to remind you guys like every day. We're just not gonna do that. Where this viewer guide goes over all the different drops and like events and stuff that are gonna be going on. Like it highlighted all the reveals that we got last week, all the different colossals. But yes, starting this week, this is where it gets a little more important for free stuff. There are the Hearthstone card reveals with friends, where card reveals are even better with friends. Join our hosts Regis Kilman, oh that guy's the worst, Fino, Baby Bear, Dane Hearth, and oh no, they're working with Zeddy? He's so toxic, as they host live card reveals with friends. And what's even better than friends, developers from the Hearthstone design team will be joining too. So instead of having individual creator reveals like they've done forever now, they're doing these like panels. So I will be in a stream with a bunch of other content creators, and we're all gonna go over the cards. Only I have seen the cards that I've been given to by Blizzard, so thank you to them for that. I will basically introduce the cards to these different viewers, and I'll go the same for all the hosts, and they'll react to give their impressions on the cards. And we got a dev in there. I think mine's John McIntyre, who's an absolute legend. It's really cool, a really fun thing. I hope it works out. And the cool thing is, not only are they streaming it on Twitch and YouTube, there will be drops for each stream. Each stream will give 1 pack. You just have to watch for 20 minutes. I believe they're going to play it once and then loop it at least one more time to give you an extra opportunity in case you missed it to get those packs. I'm not sure how long that will go on, but yeah, starting tomorrow, February 17th, the first one is going on with Regis, Curly Wordy, Tice, No Hands Gamer, and Dose of Coffee, with Sage being the developer joining them. And their class, they will be going over, I don't believe it's all the cards from those classes, but a good chunk, because I know like ours, we didn't reveal every card from those classes, but it's a good chunk of cards. Of course, we'll be reviewing them on the channel. Basically, right after this stream goes live, we'll have our review, so you can get my takes on the cards as well. But yes, these cards will be revealed over on Twitch tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Pacific. So again, if you take this guide, you can follow it along throughout the week. Then there'll be Druid and Rogue, which is hosted by Fino, with Tars, Lorinda, Brigitius, I can never say her name properly, and the current world champion, Zhao Ti. They're going to have Edward Goodwin, also known as Gallon, as the developer on there. That'll be February 19th. 2 days after that, of course, we're gonna have card reviews for all this on the channel. Mage and Hunter will be hosted by Baby Bear, with guests Sidisi, McBannerface, Dreads, and oh no, Theo HS. He's the worst. I like how he's the only one to have HS in his name. Apparently he's not Theo. His official name is Theo HS. The dev will be Alex Smith, and that will again be February 23rd. These are all at 2 p.m. Pacific on Twitch and YouTube. Priest and Warlock with Dane. Guests are Gabby, Warshak, Feelink, and Chris05. The dev there is Nate Kaplan, who I'm not super familiar with, on February 25th at 2 p.m. Pacific. And then last but certainly least, right, because I'm doing it, but no, we have the most classes, the most cards, by the way. Warrior, Paladin, and Shaman. We will be covering myself with guests Edelweiss, WTY Bill, it goes by Bill, Snowkiss, who's a Chinese content creator I've actually never met before, and you may have heard of Clark Hellscream, and as I mentioned, the developer will be John McIntyre, and these cards are awesome, maybe even colossally awesome, let's put it that way. It'll be February 27th at 2 p.m. So it'll be a whole different thing. Each one of these will have one pack to be earned, so that's 5 packs right out the gate. There's also special guest reveals. There's gonna be reveals on the Reddit, Discord. Dark Lady Cosplay gets one. She does amazing cosplay, especially Dark Lady Sylvanas. So really happy for her. Those will be on like the Hearthstone social channels, I think, like Twitter, the Karazhan Library on the YouTube channel, and Hearthstone. I don't see anything about Raunchy, so might not be anything from Raunchy this time around, which is always a bummer, but a lot of other people getting opportunities. I don't believe any of those will have drops. And then lastly, yes, Brian Kibler is returning for the final reveal live stream. I believe this is an in-person one, so he'll be in like Cali, which I think he lives there already. Regardless, he'll be there with Cora, you might be familiar with, and that's on March 3rd at 11 a.m. Pacific. I know they have a ton of cards. A ton of cards are going over, so yeah, let's hope he doesn't bird Gul'dan this time, right? And there will be drops for that one too. Similar, 1 pack, 20 minutes of watch time. So those are the ones that I probably won't be able to remind you guys each step of the way, so don't miss out on those. But these ones I'll be able more likely to remind you guys. Theory Crafting will have 2 packs. That'll be on March 5th. I'll likely be a participant. I haven't got an official invite yet, but typically I'm there, and I usually have mega bundles to give away, but you never know. And Community Day on March 10th, we'll have 8 packs going live, 5 across the time waste, 3 Cataclysm packs. I will have reminders on the YouTube channel about those, but thought I would let you know in the meantime. And then yes, the pre-release brawl from March 10th to 17th, and they even outline like all the free rewards you can get throughout this whole expansion cycle. I will mention one thing that's really cool is the early access brawl. They have said that Deathwing, World Breaker, you're gonna be able to play him for free in the early access brawl. He'll be added to your collection, but not really. You won't be able to have him. You'll just be able to use him, but you'll have like the one free brawl. You could just play Deathwing for free and not have to spend any gold, anything, get some rewards. That's really cool. But yeah, if you want to take a look at all the different things you might be able to get, like there's achievements and all sorts of different stuff. There was a lot of goodies coming, and I will say they've been giving us more and more free stuff than ever. And I gotta imagine a large chunk of that is the Gamba thing they got going on. So at least they're not just, you know, hoarding the wealth, they're spreading it around, and there's a lot of free stuff to get. So yeah, hopefully you guys get in on that. Hopefully you guys enjoy those gigantic buffs that went live in Hearthstone. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.